Hello YouTube, my name is Joseph, welcome back, and thank you so much for tuning into the POPSICLE KNIGHT channel. Please don't forget to click the like button if you enjoyed this video, and please consider subscribing if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell and feel free to share this content. In today's video, we'll be looking at a requested deck. I usually post videos that most players have not already showcased. However, I am happy to say that I actually enjoyed tweaking this deck build. I wouldn't say that this deck build is original, since I did base it off of what other players already built. However, I was keeping in mind new players that may not have expensive cards like Stellar Wish Jirachi, so I tweaked this deck to accommodate for that, and I gotta say this one turned out pretty well. With that said, we'll be using the new Champions Path Altaria line. Altaria has 110 HP, which is fair, I think, since it has the ability Miraculous Charm. This one prevents all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's Vs. This includes VMAX and Pokemon GX. And as you know, majority of decks that is being played right now consist of a lot of VMAX, and GX Pokemon as their main attackers. So I think having a low HP, in my opinion, is fair in that it makes this card balanced to the overall play of the game. This gives players a chance to be able to knock this one out by using their lower end Pokemon in their deck. It is important to note that its ability only pertains to damage. In other words, if your opponent's attack has an effect on it, it will still get applied to this Altaria. It only has one attack, Speed Dive. For 2 colorless, you'll be dealing a tiny 60 base damage. However, since Altaria is a colorless, we can actually increase its attack damage by using the Powerful Energy, which adds 20 damage to colorless Pokemon. So if you have this, you can potentially increase attack damage to 80, 100, 120, or a maximum of 140 if you have 4 Powerful Energy attached to one of your Altarias. So the idea is for Altaria to be invulnerable and actually do a substantial amount of damage at the same time. So we have a 3-3 line of Altaria. Also in this deck, we have a 3-1-2+1 line of Obstagoon. The first one is this Galarian Obstagoon from Sword and Shield. We'll call this one Obstruct Obstagoon. After evolving this from your hand, its ability Untamed Shout allows you to put 3 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. However, what we're going to focus on is its attack, Obstruct. For 1 dark and 1 colorless energy, you can do 90 base damage. But its effect is very strong because much like Altaria, after you attack, this Obstagoon cannot be damaged by any attacks of your opponent's basic Pokemon. Keep in mind that it is specific to only basic Pokemon. So if your opponent is using an evolved Pokemon, this effect will not apply. And also, it only prevents damage. So if your opponent's attack also has an effect on it, like poison or energy removal, it will still apply to this Obstagoon. However, being able to prevent any damage from Vs, VMAXs, GXs, basic Pokemon between Altaria and Obstagoon, majority of your matchup will automatically win you the game, given that you set up right away. That's why, like I said, it is fair, in my opinion, that Altaria has a low HP. And also, Obstruct Obstagoon requires that you successfully attack for that invulnerability to take effect against basic Pokemon. So with these conditions, it makes it balanced within the game. Also, I've included the Champions Path Wicked Ruler Galarian Obstagoon in this evolution lineup, just so we can disrupt our opponent from building up cards on their hand, so that it will help us to a degree, or limit them so that they will not have too many cards to choose from that may allow them to control which Pokemon we put in our active. And its Knuckle Impact attack, which deals 180 damage for 3 colorless energy, will help us expedite knockouts on certain Pokemon we face off against. And that's pretty much it for the Pokemon lineup, just Altaria and Obstagoon. As for the items, we have 4 Evolution Incense, 1 Ordinary Rod, 3 Quick Balls, 3 Rare Candies, 4 Scoop Up Nets, mainly for our Headbutt Tantrum Zigzagoon, which can add a lot of extra damage to our opponent's Pokemon. However, we can also use the Scoop Up Net in a strategical way by scooping up any of our Pokemon lineup that may be at the brink of getting knocked out. putting it in our hand and just evolving it again, or for getting any of our Pokemon out of the active when needed. Next up, we have 4 Switch and 1 Chaotic Swell for Stadium. As for support, we have 2 Bosses Orders, 3 Marnies, 2 Pokemon Breeders Nurturing, 3 Professors Research, and 2 Skylas. I've also added in 2 Big Charms for our tool cards. This will add 30 HP to any of our Obstagoon or Altaria lineup, which will make it more difficult for our opponent to knock out. As for energies, we have 4 Powerful Energy, 4 Twin Energy, and 4 Dark Energy. Since we don't have a lot of energy, it will be wise not to discard these unnecessarily. Alright, so this is my take on the Altaria Obstagoon deck. I gotta tell ya, this is a very simple deck and it's very easy to use. You'll be relying mostly on your abilities to resist any attack damage from your opponent. I certainly hope you get to try this one out as well. But enough talk, let's see how this deck works with some gameplay. And we win the coin flip and we will go first. We have a Zigzagoon as our only basic to go in the active. And our opponent will mulligan because they don't have any cards. Okay, so we're dealing with a metal deck. Yes to the rest of the 2. We get another Zigzagoon. Alright, we're up against Lucario and MelmetalTag team. So we'll put the other Zigzagoon in the bench, dealing 10 damage on our opponent's active, and we'll put 1 energy on Galarian Zigzagoon. So given this deck with Zacian V and Look Metal, we're in a good position actually to I think we have the upper hand because I believe most of the Pokemon that they use in this deck, if it is a typical deck, are all basic. So Zigzagoon definitely will be Obstagoon, Obstruct Obstagoon will definitely be useful in this deck, as well as Altaria. So let's see. They've used Professor's Research, got a lot of hands, and they have 2 Zacians in their bench. So let's get an Evolution Incense and get the Obstruct Obstagoon, and we'll rare candy this one to evolve it, and we'll put 3 damage on this Look Metal Tag team, and we'll just put Twin Energy on this Obstagoon. We'll use Skyla, get a rare candy, and we can actually evolve this Wicked Ruler Obstagoon as well. So we can limit, we'll use the ability Wicked Ruler to limit our opponent's hand down to 4. So I've noticed that with ADP Zacian or Look Metal Zacian, they have a tendency to have a lot of cards in their hand. So having this Galarian Obstagoon Wicked Ruler actually makes it even better for us against this typical deck. So we'll just wait for our opponent to choose which cards they want to discard. Alright, so we can start attacking with Obstruct, and they shouldn't be able to do any damage to our Obstagoon. Although Look Metal has a GX attack that if they do the full metal wall, they can just discard all of Obstagoon's energy. So that can be very detrimental for us. But they do use Malo and Lana to heal up Look Metal. And then they switch the Lily Spokedal into the active. So they don't... Yeah, so they don't attack yet. And then the Intrepid Sword. So we're just gonna use Skyla, and I think we're gonna start building up our Altaria. So we'll use Quick Ball, get rid of the switch, get a Swablu, put this in the bench and put a powerful energy on it. And we're just gonna Obstruct, destroying that Lily's Pokédoll, and that should make Galarian Obstagoon invulnerable to any damage from our opponent. However, that's what I'm scared of, is the full metal wall. If Look Metal uses that, that will remove all of our active Obstagoon. It's all of its energy into the discard, so it will not be able to attack with Obstruct, making it now vulnerable to attacks from our opponent. So it's scary. They put another MelmetalTag team in the bench. Their Zacian V has 2 energies already, so it is ready to go. The boss's order are Swablu. Alright, so it's our turn. Okay, good. We'll just evolve into Altaria. We have another powerful energy. We'll just Wicked Ruler ability our opponent, so they get to discard 1 card from their hand. It's a nice way to disrupt our opponent. That way they don't have a lot of option. It kind of distorts their strategy a little bit. So we'll just Speed Dive. We'll cause 100 damage to this Lucario and Melmetal. So that's the thing though. I'm pretty sure they're gonna use their GX attack here, and that will actually remove all of the energy on our Altaria. So they're gonna Quick Ball. Okay. They're gonna get a Zacian V. Not that it'll matter for us, because Altaria is invulnerable. Actually, if we just leave Altaria in the front, and we could just wait 25 turns and then we can win. Oh, Altaria. Such a crazy card. And a lot of our opponents' Pokemon are actually all Vs and GX, so they won't be able to damage our Altaria at all. I mean, they can knock out both of our Obstagoon, sure, but not Altaria. So it doesn't matter what happens from this point on. Actually, we win this game. It's automatically already. It's an automatic win. So we'll just pass. They can get 2 prize cards, but they will deck out faster than we are. So it doesn't matter what they do here. They can boss's order our Obstagoon if they want. But Altaria is busted, guys. That's why when you build a deck, it's better to have other non-V or non-GX included in your deck. That is if you are playing casually, because a lot of I've noticed that a lot of competitors, they really do use full-on Vs and GX, and they don't hold back. But if you face off against Altaria, yeah, you're done for. Okay, just sit here and wait for our opponent to do whatever it is that they need to do. They have boss's order. Our Altaria has a twin energy on it, so we will just continue to chip away. Actually, we won't be able to do any damage at all to this Look Metal because it has a metal goggle, and all our attacks are reduced to 30, so it's minus 60. So Altaria is not going to do anything. It has 150 HP left. The Look Metal. Lily's Pokédoll is now in the active. Let's put another Dark Energy on this Galarian Obstagoon. Let's Wicked Ruler ability again. So our opponent gets to throw away 3 cards from their hand. So it's just a really nice combination, I think, with the Wicked Ruler as an extra on this deck. It really disrupts our opponent's hands one way or another. And we have two invulnerable, well, Galarian Obstagoon, Obstruct Obstagoon needs to attack, but that's pretty much the condition for it. So let's do Obstruct. Removing that Lilgi's Pokédoll out of the active, and so now they have no choice but to face off against our Obstagoon. So they have a boss's order, we saw that. So they could Gust our Galarian Obstagoon, the Wicked Ruler Obstagoon, from the bench into the active. But the Luke Metal should not be able to knock it out anyways, because it doesn't have enough attack power to do that. So our Obstruct Obstagoon is invulnerable. Let's use Professor's Research to get more cards in our hand. We have another Altaria line in our hands, and actually we don't even need that. We basically win this game. But let's just put an energy on Altaria. We still have a few powerful energy, and we'll just attack with Obstruct. So we'll slowly chip away at this guy, but yeah, that's it. This is an automatic win, and this is what I mean about using Altaria. The only thing is, if you fight against non-Vs or non-GX deck, you're gonna have a lot harder time, of course, because you're not as invulnerable as when you're dealing with Vs and GX. Alright, so they do attack our Wicked Ruler Obstagoon. Let's switch out into Altaria, and let's just attack Speed Dive, increasing the damage, and we only deal 20 damage. So you need a lot of patience with this deck. However, that powerful energy does help out to speed up the process of knocking out our stronger opponents. They do boss's order our Obstruct Obstagoon, and that they should be able to knock it out even with the Zacian. So that's what they do. They retreat back, and they will knock it out. Because it is not invulnerable, because it did not attack. However, Altaria goes. We'll just put Altaria back. Yeah, we have a few more options here. We'll just put Chaotic Swell because we can, and we'll just keep attacking, and that's it. We're just gonna keep attacking until they deck out or one of them gets knocked out. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Yeah, it's an automatic win for us. Smiley face. Yep. So our opponent gives up. There's no way for them to win at all. It seems like we're playing against the dark deck. Alright, let's pick heads. We lost the coin flip. Okay, and our opponent is allowing us to go first. We are gonna have to mulligan because we don't have anything. Alright, let's see what cards we get out of this one. Alright, there's our Swablu. Good. Goes into the active. There's some UV. This is not a dark deck. They deceived us. Alright, so we're just gonna put the Big Charm on Swablu to increase its HP. Our opponent attaches an energy on Mew V and an air balloon, and they're gonna use Energy Spinner. They can get 3. A fighting energy. And then they got a Poltergeist V. If it gets damaged. Alright, cool. So let's evolve into Altaria. They won't be able to damage us anyways, because Altaria is immune to all of those Vs. Zigzagoon goes into the bench, and we'll just that damage will go to Mew V, because right now that's the biggest threat. Okay, they have a Cursola, so if we knock out a Cursola, it could potentially knock out our Pokemon, or it could, depending on the coin flip. However, it can also attack the Cursola, I mean. So we just gotta watch out for that one. For the meantime, we're gonna use Evolution Instance. We're gonna get the Wicked Ruler Obstagoon. We can use this rare candy and evolve it, and we're gonna use Wicked Ruler ability, and our opponent will discard 2 cards from their hand. So I'm really liking this new Champion's Path Galarian Obstagoon. There's so much potential in this card. You can use it in any deck that you want. It is a stage 2, so you gotta just evolve it, but it is very, very useful. Very useful. So our opponent is starting to build up that Cursola. We don't have any energies yet, so we're just gonna have to pass. I mean, we only have 12 energies in this deck, so that's a little bit of the challenge with this one. We can even remove the Pokemon Breeder's Nurturing in exchange for extra energies in the deck. But that's another option. Alright, cool. So we get a powerful energy. We're just gonna attach it on this Altaria. That will increase our HP to our attack to 80. And they have a Dragapult VMAX. Alright. Okay, and then they switch out into the active, and they're gonna use Max Phantom. Altaria is immune. However, they do damage our Obstagoon in the bench. I mean, it can take 3 more hits before it gets KO'd. And then they have Graplocked. It's an interesting composition here. They have a fighting with a side deck. Alright, they're gonna keep attacking. So 2 more hits. We can actually use Scoop Up Net to... We're gonna use Scoop Up Net. So after the next attack, we can Scoop Up Net and just save this Wicked Ruler Obstagoon from getting knocked out. But Altaria is immune, so we're good with that. I'm just watching out for that Cursola. Alright, so 1 more hit and our Obstagoon will get knocked out. So let's put this 20 energy on Altaria. We'll Scoop Up Net this Obstagoon, and we're just gonna attack with Altaria. Right now, Altaria is safe on its own. Majority of our opponent's Pokemon are Vs, so it will not be able to damage our Altaria at all. I'm just worried about this one, and if we knock it out, that'll be it. So yeah, well played. I think that's it. Having 80 damage is good. We can just keep attacking. Even if they put the Cursola into the active, Cursola only has 100 HP. So if we just maintain Altaria to 80 damage... Oh wait, no. Because if we damage... Yeah, I mean... If we damage the Cursola, even if they evolve it, we can damage it 80, and then on their next turn, even if they attack Altaria, they're not going to be able to knock it out because we have Big Charm anyways. And we could just use Zigzagoon, Headbutt Tantrum ability, and damage it twice, and we don't have to coin flip anything that will knock out Altaria. So we're just going to keep attacking. We're just going to keep pressuring this guy, seeing that they can't attack at all. It makes and Altaria's busted. This is a broken card. So we can just leave Altaria there and then wait for our opponent to concede. That's it. All we have to do is take care of that Cursula. If we get a boss's order, that would be nice. We could just knock it out and then we don't have to, we're worry free. That's pretty much the only thing that is standing in our way, Cursula. Everything else, we're good. So they can't attack, they can't damage us. There's a boss's order. Speaking of which, let's put this to rest. We'll speed dive, we can knock it out. We don't have to worry about getting knocked out ourselves. We get one prize card for that, another Altaria. And that's it, we're home free. We win this game already basically. That's it. If our opponent doesn't have any other Pokemon other than these ones they have in play right now, that's it. That's it. Again, Altaria, guys, is a broken card. Obstagoon is a broken card too. I mean, it's not broken, but it's conditional. And our opponent just gives up. There's no way they can win at this point, I guess. So, good game. Alright, we win. We can go first. Oh man, actually we should have gone second because they are a fire deck. But that's okay. We'll make do. We have 2 basics, which is good, so we can survive another turn. Okay. Swablu goes into the active. Let's see what type of fire deck we are up against. So we'll just put Zigzagoon there. We're gonna use Chaotic Swell, use Scoop Up Net, and damage the one in the bench. Because once we evolve Swablu, it will do 80 damage. So it'll knock out this Jirachi anyways. Actually, we didn't even need to put that damage on Jirachi. We could have just put it on that other Pokemon in their bench. Alright, sorry about that. Okay. They're gonna use Eldegoss. Huh? Why did they use Eldegoss and they didn't get anything from the discard? Well, to each his own, right? If that is your strategy, that is your strategy. Alright, they are gonna use the Dene. There's a Welder. And then they have 2 energy on their bench. 3 energies. Alright, so it's our turn. We get another Swablu. We'll put that in the bench. I think we can Marnie here because we need to. Yeah, this Heatmore will do 120 damage, which can easily knock out our Altaria. And Altaria won't be able to knock it out easily either. So I think we'll just use this Evil Incense. And we'll just evolve the Linoon for now. And put a Dark Energy on it. And we switched out Swablu into the active because I don't want to get rid of that powerful energy that can really come in handy. I mean, we have Ordinary Rod, so if we want that Swablu, we can just get it back anyways, but not the energy. So I think switching it out is the best option at this time. If we can get an Obstagoon. Okay, they are using Reshiram in this deck as well. Okay. That's okay. It is a basic, so Obstagoon, Obstruct Obstagoon will be good against that one, and also our Altaria. So right now, the only thing we gotta worry about is this Heatmore. It is dealing 120 damage, but it does discard an energy. So unless they have another energy to replace that, we should be okay. Let's just put this Linoon. Okay, we have a Professor. Let's just put this Twin Energy on Linoon, and let's just use this Ordinary Rod because we're gonna use Professor's Research anyway. Get that Swablu back into the deck, and we get 7 new cards with that. Good, we got an Evo Incense. We're just gonna start using this Galeria Obstruct Obstagoon because Heatmore is a basic. So let's just put 30 damage on that, and we're gonna use the Obstruct against this one, knocking it out. So that will eliminate our problem. We got a Twin Energy from our prize card, and we are boosting our Altaria's HP by 30 with the big charm. So Obstruct Obstagoon is immune to any basic attack right now, basic Pokemon attacks. So we are safe. We are safe. As long as we can keep attacking with this Obstagoon, we are safe. And if we evolve into Altaria, we should be good as well, because we are dealing with GX. They are going to be able to get a Marnie, and they are going to Marnie. So let's see what cards our opponent gets. Let's see what cards we get. We got 2 Scoop Up Nets and 2 Twin Energies. Not much to go by there. But our Obstagoon should be fine in the active. As long as it can keep attacking, we should be fine. Outrage, we are immune. Sweet. We get a Marnie. How about we use that Marnie as well, so we can get new cards in our hand. We get another Swablu and a rare candy. We get another powerful energy though, so that's good. Let's just keep using Obstruct, and eventually we'll knock out this Reshiram tag team, but with our Obstruct Obstagoon. So we're pretty much all good. You know, this deck has been very easy to use. You know, just evolve Obstagoon, make sure it has 2 energy, start attacking. Any basic Pokemon it attacks it, doesn't do any good. And then Altaria, well, it's just gonna sit, and then nothing can touch it, and you automatically win the game. Crazy deck. So if you're new to this game, you can get your hands on these Altarias. You can just win a lot of games just by using it. Maybe, you know what? Maybe that will force PTCG players to use non-Vs and non-GX Pokemon. If everybody uses Altaria, that's gonna be like the norm. Alright, so we get new sets of cards. We're just gonna put all these basic into the bench, and we're just gonna keep attacking with Obstruct, and we're not gonna get harmed by anything at all. Okay, they attempted to use Pokemon Catcher, that didn't work. They have a boss's order. Alright, so they'll be able to knock out this Swablu. I don't know why they didn't just use the they didn't get the other Swablu with the energies. But alright. And they use the GX against it. Why? There's our Altaria. We're gonna evolve this for sure. Let's use the Pokemon Breeder's Nurturing to evolve these other 2. Unfortunately, we don't have any other Altarias, but we do have a Linoon, so we'll evolve that one. So we can get another Obstagoon already. So Altaria dealing 100 damage knocks out our opponent's tag team. We get another Altaria on our prize card and Wicked Ruler Obstagoon. We can actually evolve the other one with that Obstagoon, so we can use Wicked Ruler. So we're on our way. Our opponent doesn't have any more attackers. Not sure how they're gonna handle this situation. If they have another non-G or non-V or non-GX Pokemon, then they still have a chance. But if not, that's game for us. Again, automatic win right here. They were able to get 2 of our Pokemon, and that's the thing with this deck. You have to evolve your Pokemon ASAP. Otherwise, those abilities, and with Obstruct Obstagoon, you need 2 energies to it to make it work. But once you're all set up, it's smooth sailing. You're just basically waiting for your opponent to do their thing, and yeah, you just relax and see the best option you get in your next turn, and you basically just wait it out. This deck requires patience and speed in the beginning, but once you set up, that's it. You win. So let's use Wicked Ruler to our newly evolved Wicked Ruler Obstagoon. Our opponent will discard 1 card, and we're just gonna give them a smiley face because I think that's it. They don't have anything that will go against this deck. So we'll just speed dive, knocking out this Jirachi, and we just need one more prize card, and then that's it. Either our opponent concedes, or we knock out that Jirachi right there. Let's see. I guess having this deck, Altaria and Obstagoon, is just finding out a way to speed up your victory. Because most decks, I'm not saying that this is good for all types of decks. I'm not saying that all matchup against this deck is, Altaria and Obstagoon is going to be on the has the upper hand, but so just let's use Wicked Ruler again. That way our opponent will discard more cards from their hand, 3 of them. And actually having this Wicked Ruler Obstagoon in this deck makes it a lot faster for us to win, as long as we get 3 energies on it, because it does deal 180 damage. And if we are able to switch out between active and the bench, we can actually deal 180 damage. So the 2 attacks from this Wicked Ruler Obstagoon can knock out a lot of VMAXs actually. So it's pretty strong. It's a good addition to this deck. And then Altaria having those powerful energies definitely speeds it up as well. It just dealt 100 damage, and if we have more powerful energies on this Altaria, it'll definitely speed it up even more. So our opponent is gonna Marnie. I'm hoping we get a boss's order here so we can finish up this match. But if not, we can just keep attacking until we win. Alright. Our opponent is gonna use Pokegear 3.0. They get a welder. And they concede. There's nothing else they could do. So good game. Okay. We win the coin flip. Let's go first. I have no idea who we're playing against or what we're playing against. We both mulligan. I guess I'm gonna mulligan again. Alright, we saw an Arctozolt there with lightning energy. Let's shuffle our cards back and we get a Zigzagoon. That goes into the active. The Denny GX. Okay. Well, we know they have Arctozolt in this deck. Let's put a powerful energy on Galarian Zigzagoon, because if we evolve, we can still use that energy. So we'll use Quick Ball and get a Swablu and just pass for the meantime. We have an Evolution Incense. Alright, here we go. Our opponent is building up their Arctozolt with their rare fossils. They put an energy on the Dedenne GX. And they're gonna use Crushing Hammer. Alright, cool. That didn't succeed. They have another one. Alright, cool. Too bad. Smiling. Oh no, they have a Team Yell Grunt. Ah, sad face. Alright, that seems to be their strategy here. Energy denial, and then Arctozolt will damage as we put energy on our Pokemon. Let's just use Evolution Incense, and let's get Galarian Obstagoon, and we can get a rare candy to evolve our active. That will limit, in the long run, that will limit our opponent's hand to 4. So we're gonna use Wicked Ruler ability. They get to discard 1 card, and we'll just end our turn. We can't attack yet. We have a Twin Energy, so we can even knock this Dedenne GX out in the next turn. So that's good for us. Oh, but they Marnie. Maybe we'll get another Twin Energy. You never know. Oh, unfortunately we do not. We have another Swablu though. That's good. The Dedenne GX attacks, and they have a Pikachu in their bench, and that goes into the active. We'll evolve into Altaria that we got from our top deck. I think let's just scoop up net this guy to get our Swablu in the active. We'll put Zigzagoon and we'll just build it up. I think we'll just build it up again. We'll use Skyla. And I think Marnie is good. Is that a good idea? Because it'll take us 2 turns to evolve into this Wicked Ruler Obstagoon again. But we need a rare candy. I don't know if that was a good choice. Alright, so our opponent is playing smart actually, because since we are invulnerable to V and GX, okay, they Marnie ahead of us, so we don't have any choice. We don't have any choice now. Our Altaria is actually weak against lightning, and that's an important thing to note. Although it is immune to GX and Vs, that Arctozolt that requires 2 energies to attack for 70 can actually knock out our Altaria, because it's gonna deal 140 damage. So that's not good for us. We have an Obstagoon. Let's just put a powerful energy on this Altaria. And we will rare candy into the Obstruct Obstagoon. And we'll deal 30 damage to that Arctozolt. Because if we can gust it somehow and knock it out, that'll be good for us. Let's just use this Pokemon Breeder's Nurturing and evolve another Altaria. Because if they knock out this Altaria in our active, we'll have a second option. Anyways, it'll take. If it does 70 damage, it's not gonna knock out our Obstagoon. Oh man, but they have another one. They have another one. So that's not looking good for us. So all they have to do is switch it out and start attacking actually. Oh, Builds Analysis. Look at the 7 cards, reveal 2 trainers, and put it in your hand. That's a really good card actually. I didn't know that was still valid in standard. Okay. Alright, they have another Crushing Hammer. Sweet. They use Pokemon Communication. They have a Vikavolt as well. I see. They get another Dene. Probably gonna use that. Yep. Then they get 6 new set of cards in their hand. Alright, we have Ordinary Rod, but that's not what we need right now. Alright, Galarian Zigzagoon. We'll just keep hitting that one Arctozolt. You know, if we can knock out one, you know, one is good. That way, that will lessen the damage we receive once we start attaching energy to our Pokemon. Oh man, that's not looking good for us. They're energizing the other Arctozolt. So, oh man, and then they T-Mail Grunt, removing that other energy. So we are in a pinch here. Oh, 40 damage. And Altaria only has 110 HP, so that's every time we get damage, it's not good. And it's weak against lightning. So we're gonna have a hard time here. Our opponent is playing smart. They're not putting any energies on their Vs because they know that it's not gonna do any good in the long run. So putting their energies on Arctozolt is actually pretty smart. So I appreciate that. We got another Zigzagoon. Let's play that. We'll just keep damaging that one Arctozolt. At least that will, if we can eliminate that one, that will lessen. That's one less Arctozolt we have to deal with. I'll put an energy on this Obstruct Obstagoon in our bench. And there's really not much we can do right now. So we'll just pass. Hand it over to our opponent. They are setting up pretty well. Oh man, now they have 3 Arctozolt and another energy. I'm really scared. It's really scary. I don't think we're gonna win this one, but we'll do our best. They T-Mail Grunt again, getting that one energy off of Galarian Obstagoon. There's just Marnie. We need more options with this one. We need to start attacking. We have a Chaotic Swell, a Linoon. Let's evolve this one, and we have an Evolution Incense. We could get another Linoon, but I think we'll leave it at that for the meantime. I don't want to use the powerful energy just yet because they could just Yell Grunt. They have another hammer somewhere. See, there's the Yell Grunt. That's fine. That's fine. Evolution Incense. Let's get the Wicked Ruler Obstagoon. That way we can continue to limit our opponent's hand when needed, and it'll deal 180 damage, which can one hit knock out one of the Arctozolt. Let's put a Big Charm on this Altaria. We'll put the twin. Oh, I made a mistake. That's supposed to go back in my hand. Oh, not on Zigzagoon. But anyways, let's use this Quick Ball and get another Swablu. Oh man, another misclick there. Oh man, that was supposed to go back in my hand, not on Zigzagoon. There's the last hammer, and then our opponent's gonna use Bill's analysis again. They get another Marnie and a rare fossil, so in case one of them gets knocked out, they have another. Okay, we don't have a lot of options. Let's just scoop up net this Zigzagoon and then use it again. We'll just keep damaging that Arctozolt. And should we use this powerful energy? No. They have one more Yell Grunt. Okay, they just pass. Okay, let's evolve this into Linoon. And let's just add that energy to Obstagoon. Wicked Ruler Obstagoon. It did 6 damage. If we get a twin energy, that would be good. That way we can hit for 180. Even if they knock out this Altaria, we can take one for the team as well. By attacking with this Wicked Ruler Obstagoon. Yeah, but it's not gonna survive if we attach 2 energies on that Obstagoon. So Altaria is invulnerable, so we don't have to worry about this Pikachu. But they do retreat into this Arctozolt, and that will knock out our Altaria. Oh my goodness. Alright, this is not looking good for us, guys. Well, I just put this Obstagoon. Oh my gosh, 120. Let's Wicked Ruler first, and then we can knock out this Arctozolt. So we are losing this Galarian Obstagoon, but at least we'll take one. We'll take one Arctozolt with that. Alright, so we get a switch from that knockout. I don't know how else we're gonna deal with this, since they can just keep attacking with the Arctozolt. This Wicked Ruler Obstagoon is definitely a goner, so we can't. It's not gonna survive Arctozolt's attack. They are getting ready to attack with V and GX. Once they take care of this other Altaria, I think that's it for us. Yeah. Thank you, Wicked Ruler Obstagoon. You did a good job. Let's just sacrifice Swablu. I don't like using that word, but we'll just put Swablu in the active for now, because I want to save up this Altaria, because they still have Vs and GX. Should we concede? No. Well, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. It seems to be a losing game, but you know, perseverance. Quick ball. There's no more there's no more basic. That's okay. I'm ready to give up, but let's see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. They will, of course, just knock out this Swablu, and then they remove this Chaotic Swell with this Blizzard Town. It's actually a good idea. So if all of the opponents get a lot of damage, especially with the Arctozolt ability, and if they are less than 40 or less, they won't be able to attack. So that's pretty smart. They have another builds analysis. They get 2 Great Balls. Alright, they used up all of the hammers and Yell Grunts, and then there goes our Swablu. So they are hitting for 70, so this Linoon should survive. Let's use Professor's Research. Good, it's good we got one. We are running out of cards though. We got Powerful Energy, but that's the thing, each time we attach, it's gonna be 60 damage. 60 damage. So even if we attach it on Altaria, it's gonna be Altaria is just gonna die if once we attach those two energies. Alright, so Linoon survives. Let's just boss's order this Reshiram because it'll take 3 energies for it to energize. So we're just lengthening or extending our survivability. They don't have anything good in their hand, and attaching energies to any of our Pokemon is just gonna kill us. So let's just get Obstagoon. That will increase the HP of this Galarian Obstagoon, so it should survive another attack. That will extend its lifespan. You want to put it that way. Alright, so our opponent still can't attack. I don't know. I don't want to attach energy either. Maybe we could just deck them out. Maybe. Alright, cool. We have an ordinary rod. Let's see. And we got 2 energies there. Okay, we can. Yeah. Let's see. Which one should we get out of our discard pile? So let's use ordinary rod. We'll do both. I think getting the Zigzagoon and Obstagoon is good. And get these 2 dark energies back into the deck. I don't want to Marnie because it'll just shuffle everything back to our opponent's hand or deck. Okay, we'll just pass. We're just gonna keep passing. Maybe. Oh no, there's an energy. You know, let's boss's order this Arctozolt because it requires two energies to retreat unless they have a switch. That's it for this Arctozolt. They can't switch it out unless they have 2 energies. They have 1 more card left unless they Marnie. Let's scoop up net this Obstagoon. And we'll just use Zigzagoon to damage that other one. Alright, that's our opponent's last card. Do they have what it takes? Do they have a Marnie? I don't want to say well played because they might just Marnie, but we're good. I think we're good. I think we're good. I can't believe. Oh, there's energy there. I'm scared. Oh, see, there's a Marnie. I knew it. That's why I don't want to say well played. Never celebrate too early because it could just be your downfall. We have Zigzagoon and Obstagoon. Let's play this Zigzagoon and keep damaging that one Arctozolt in the bench. Let's use the Evolution Incense. Unfortunately, there is no Linoon. We'll just get that one. And we'll just pass. I think they ran out of energy. Oh, they're gonna Professor's Research. They don't have any more energy. That's the last. Oh! Well played. Now we can say well played. Oh my goodness. That was a close one. And that's a look at the new Champion's Path Altaria, paired with the Sword and Shield Obstruct Galarian Obstagoon and Wicked Ruler Galarian Obstagoon. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please don't forget to press the like button. What did you think of this idea? Please let me know in your comments below. Also, consider subscribing for more contents like these. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, take care of yourselves and have a great day.